Hi, this is Nic, Jennifer, Kimberley, Mitchell. You might have seen a lot more articles about something called long COVID, originally referred to as long haulers, and in some cases long tailers in America and abroad. Well, there's a photograph of me there on the screen, so you can see that I'm one of them. And in fact, after months and months of giving things a lot of thought about my own private identity, about my father, my brother, some close friends, and then also at the bigger aspects of being front page on newspapers and all over social media, and having your name and your photograph, sometimes the photographs you looking really awful, out of your control, because quite often words are chopped and changed and things taken out of context. But I was a journalist a long time ago, hell of a long time ago, and I'd be a journalist today if I could write. But I got long COVID on Christmas Day, December the 25th, 2019, and my life has changed completely to the extent over many months I haven't valued my life at all. I really haven't. I became self-destructive because nobody believed me. When I say nobody, I mean nobody. I had COVID in January and February before it was even heard of in the UK properly. But I didn't realise it was COVID at the time, obviously. I'd been told that it was probably swine flu. And I had never had swine flu, but I knew whatever it was that I had was really odd. And the symptoms, well, my GPs, I saw 2 or 3 of them in the same practice. Hematologists, saw 2 of them. Rheumatologists, 1 of them. Neurologists, everybody. And even after speaking to scientists in the States, in Canada, at universities across the UK, nobody could work out what was wrong with me. So in some ways, it was a bit of relief when Wuhan suddenly started showing what was going on. But this is my GP on my doorstep, who also didn't believe me and tried to section me under the Mental Health Act because she thought it was so odd, my symptoms, that it was down to anxiety. But as you can see, the symptoms physically started manifesting. And you can't argue that you can fiddle these sorts of things. I was covered in a full body rash. All my joints were swollen up. I had bleeding from my ears, my nose, my gums. Every day a different symptom. Some days I couldn't put weight on my left foot or my right foot. My whole back was like somebody was stabbing it in weird places, upper back, lower back, some days different. Some days I couldn't feel my right hand or my left hand. It was numb. It was like pins and needles. And I gave up telling people because nobody believed me. So thank goodness that some people have got together and formed these amazing groups, the long COVID support groups that are now springing up everywhere. But the one I'm in, the long COVID support group, started on Facebook by a few British guys and girls who were in wheelchairs and blind and young. Well, they've pretty much saved my life. I tell you, they've really saved my life. So I've come out, and I don't care what people say about me in any detail, or trolls, or people saying horrible things on social media. I've had them all already. When you're on the front of websites online and The Sun and The Mirror and, all these amazing big newspapers, and even the smaller newspapers, the Worcester News got about 50 comments on it, 30 of which were telling me I was a fake, I was an actress, I was making it up. So you've got to be really robust to do it, I tell you. But I just thought I've got nothing else to lose. Boris has had it, and I need to convince him to come out and admit that he's got it, because he's not well. He really isn't. So I've got multiple organ damage that was found, thankfully, by Oxford University doing trials. I've got a problem with heart valves. I've got tumour on my liver. Rheumatic joints everywhere, very difficult to walk. I'm out of breath easily. Oh, loads of things. So anybody with long COVID, don't worry if you get freaky things. Sadly, it's normal. But this time I want to tell you the truth, and I want to show you the real me in my own bathroom because it's the only place I get peace from my dogs. But I'm going to tell you why. Why it is so important that you give support to people with long COVID, and why it's so important that if it's you, you come out and you talk.
More angry or more sad. To all the idiots and the misbelievers and the people in complete ignorance of what this virus is. It's not just about death. There are 600,000 people in wheelchairs or blind. These are ordinary people. They're not people with underlying illnesses. They're people who are marathon runners. They're people like me. This time last year, I was enjoying the sunshine with my dogs, walking miles, or even out on my motorbike. And I was working, and I had decent money coming in. And this year, I'm one of many, like this. Unable to write, in pain every single day. My pain is all the way through my bones, my body, my back, and my hands. My hands were the one thing that I could use, that I could make money with, that I could work with, that I could do stuff with. There's no muscle left on my hands. This virus has taken it from me. This virus has taken so much from so many people. It's caused chaos, it's caused riots. Don't be so fucking selfish, please. I was on a couple of Sunday papers today with other people talking about what we're going through. The front page of the People, thank you to the people in the Sunday Mirror, thank you for raising awareness. Do you know, I've had about 200 messages today from people thanking me because their GPs don't believe them. My GP tried to section me onto the Mental Health Act because after 18 years of knowing me, she decided that when I had suspected sepsis and was rushed into hospital in an ambulance in a 999 call with a massive, great big tennis ball-sized septic pussy cellulitis lump on my arm and not being able to breathe, she decided to try and section me and arrived on my doorstep 2 days later. I'm not alone. I'm by far not alone. There's already 21,000 people in one group that I'm in. There's 600,000 people. Look at Tim Spector's stuff. Look at the stuff that the scientists are doing. They're not making it up. This isn't a disappearing virus. This is not flu, okay? Please. Oh. Do it for somebody. Do it for anybody who's suffering. I've got nothing to go on for. Nothing. I've lost so much money. I've lost my hands, my feet. Every day in pain. And all I can do is try and publicise this, and you idiots are not listening. Boris, please come out. You've got long COVID. I know you've got long COVID, like me. I can see it. I can see your red earlobes. I can see when you talk, you're taking extra breaths because you're struggling, because your chest isn't working as much as it was. I can see in your eyes the one side of your face is slightly drooping because of the pressure and the migraine and the pain that you've got. Boris, you've got to save more people than just the people hiding in their fucking homes waiting to get viruses. Try saving the people like you, the people that are living with this now, huh? Can't take much more of this. I would strap myself to the bloody House of Commons if I could. 600,000 long COVID people already, and you could be the next one of them. This is not flu. The virus is not just about death. Boris, come out. Help us.
Don't lie to me about your chance, about falling in love. What makes you happy, what makes you drown, about what you want and what makes you bad. I'm giving a chance to make things right, but just be honest for once in a while. It was a part of a silly joke, well, isn't fun, it can stand no more. Don't lie to me.